Well, here we are. On the Switch menu, it's finally time for me to play the first Fire Emblem game on the Switch for the first time. And yeah, being in Australia, I actually get this a little bit ahead of the rest of the world, but this is still going to go up on the release date for most of the world anyway, so not that that'll really matter to you. So, to anyone watching this, I should just say before I begin, I would recommend that you watch the first video in this playlist where I talk a lot about just the kind of things that I would consider spoilers. Just, again, please respect the fact that I'm playing this game blind, and I want to get my first-time reactions to everything in this game. And so spoiling me in the comments will actually hurt your viewing experience. But also be aware that even well-meaning warnings about spoilers can themselves imply spoilers. So it's best not to even imply anything about both story and gameplay content later in the game. Okay, sorry I had to get that out of the way. Now, finally, let's go. I can just say, I have not seen the opening movie before, so this should be interesting. I'm just kind of hoping that it doesn't play the vocal theme, because if it does, I might have to mute it, because being Ink, if you've seen my Fates blind run, you know that I have a bad history with them. Okay, so a crest. Or is that just like the loading screen? Oh, okay, no, we just go straight to the main menu. Okay, then. So, welcome to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Let's press the... Oh, that's actually a pretty nice sort of, kind of, almost Celtic-sounding music on the screen there. It kind of looks like a Magatama on the throne there. Anyway, let's just get straight to it and press the any button. Okay, new game, extras, Nintendo eShop. What's extras? Music library, voiceover language. Well, there's not really any data to wipe. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if the Edge of Dawn is actually... Oh, that's from the trailer. Okay, and I'll cut it off before the actual lyrics start playing. Oh, so maybe its official title is The Edge of Dawn. I think in Japanese it's called Young Lady of Hresvelg. Anyway, I won't listen to any of those for the time being. I am going to be playing the game with the English voices. And okay, difficulty. Right. So, a lot of you are going to get mad at me for this, but I think I'm actually going to play on normal. And that's because for a blind playthrough, I personally feel it's better for it to be too easy than for it to be too hard. And I don't really have much experience with how difficult this game's hard mode is. Fire Emblem Fates was a bit weird in that regard, how Birthright hard was way too easy, but Conquest hard just felt really close to lunatic for my liking. So this game, I'm really not sure, so I think I might as well just go normal just to be safe. And then as for casual or classic, I think I might actually go classic this time, mainly because of Divine Pulse, but if I do run out of Divine Pulse and someone dies, I will be restarting the chapter. Well, that won't matter to me because I don't actually own Nintendo Switch Online yet, so let's say no. Oh, that's cool, little sprite in the corner there. Okay, already we have an actual name for a location. And a calendar for this world. Just one line, and already better world building than Fates. I'm so sorry. We haven't even made an avatar yet as well. Interesting. Yeah, I think this is that huge battle against Nemesis that was, like, implied in most of the, pre-release information. Yeah, I think I saw clips of that in some early trailers. And, yep, that would be Nemesis, I think. Drawing that sword that is totally not the sword... Is it the sword Byleth uses? No, wait, no, that's the whip sword. Just kind of piecing together all of the information I had from early trailers and seeing how it connects here. And that would be the goddess, I believe. Yep. And she's just standing there. Yeah, there's a battle raging all around me, I really don't care. I'm just gonna stand nonchalantly. Yeah, it is the whip sword. Haven't really seen a whip sword in a Fire Emblem game before. Oh no, you just barely nicked my armor. Wow. Goddess kick.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. Die.
Okay.
You took everything that I loved.
Already interesting backstory hints. Her voice sounds familiar to me, but I'm not sure why. It sounds kind of like Edelgard in the early trailers, actually.
He's gone now, Mother.
Mother? Okay. And a few brief clips of, like, yeah, I'd heard people talking about the skyscrapers or something.
What could have brought you here?
I don't know. Manakete Morgana? I have a feeling that she's a Manakete, but yeah.
I wonder how you got in here.
Looks like Morgana didn't take their own advice and go to bed because of how sleepy she sounds here. So yeah, that is so obviously Cassandra Lee Morris. I knew that voice the moment I heard it in those early trailers.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Oh, I had a feeling that that would segue into choosing your avatar's gender. Okay, so male Byleth, female Byleth. Actually, I'm not even sure how Byleth is meant to be pronounced, but I heard it said like that in a in that Heroes tutorial video for the Three Houses Heroes. I skipped over all of the actual Three Houses cutscenes in that video and only watched the Heroes content, but they said Byleth there, so I'll be saying Byleth. Anyway, I'll be going with male Byleth for this. Nod.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I don't know why, but this seems like the kind of question you'd get in a Persona game. Like, I can imagine you, Narukami, answering like this.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
But yeah, Byleth is named after a demon, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's a but thou must. Oh well.
You must have a name of sorts. Go on.
I kind of have a feeling that Byleth is actually part demon, but again, please don't confirm or deny that in the comments. So yes, I'm going to go with the default name, but random trivia in case you don't know it. In the Japanese version, male and female Byleth have the same name, but it's actually spelled differently. It's Bereto for male and Beresu for female.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
Yeah, obviously you're not human, and again, given the pointy ears, the fact you look a lot like Tiki, I think you're pretty much a Manakete.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Oh, do we get to choose, like, month in terms of, yeah, in terms of this game? Oh, but it's like real-world months converted into the game's equivalent months. So, originally I was going to actually have Byleth's birthday be the day this game was released, but that means I would probably miss their birthday event. So, maybe exactly 1 month from this game being released, I think, maybe? So, August 26th?
Wow, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
You're totally making that up.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
Yeah, I wonder if you've been through this before. Like, maybe Nemesis or Serios was here before?
Time to begin.
The game.
Hey, time to wake up.
Oh, looks like we've got a good morning Chrono situation here.
Were you having that dream again?
Yes, I frequently have dreams where I see a green-haired girl who sounds like Morgana.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that.
Oh, but, I mean, when you say I was dreaming about a girl to your father, I get the feeling that they'd probably interpret that quite differently. But anyway, yeah, this guy's voice actor, I think, is the same as Jiraiya from the Naruto anime and most other Naruto adaptations, and he was also the Warden from Persona 5, and from what I've heard, I think he played the Führer in Persona 2, Innocent Sin.
In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
Okay, we're already getting into battlefield stuff.
Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed.
Also, I'm totally not Grail.
Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom.
So that means Fargus, I guess?
I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
At dawn, we leave!
Oh, good grief.
Huh.
Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Okay. Questions already affect support points now? That's interesting. I didn't expect that at all.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
Let me guess, we're under attack by bandits right now.
What's happened?
Because it's a Fire Emblem game.
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
Okay, so we're already getting introduced to these three right off the bat.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
Oh, well, you know, looks like we're not familiar with you.
We're being pursued by a group of bandits.
Of course!
I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Because it's a Fire Emblem game. Why wouldn't there be bandits in the first chapter? Unless it's, you know, Sacred Stones or, FE5? Yeah, in FE5 you're fighting the enemy army from the beginning.
Bandits? Here?
Geralt, you clearly have forgotten you live in the Fire Emblem universe.
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
I tried using Marin Karen on them, but as always, it didn't work.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I hid my gold in the very carefully hidden upside-down pouch in my cloak.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move.
I wonder if this is the quickest start to Bandits time in any Fire Emblem. Oh no, wait, FE7 gets to Bandits very quickly. It's like only a couple of lines in that game before Bandits attack you. Okay, we get to save now. Prologue 1, an inevitable encounter. Of course, it's inevitable because Bandits. Bandits are always inevitable in Fire Emblem. I probably should have checked to see if there are any more save slots. If you only get 3, that'd be kind of an issue for repeat playthroughs, given that you want to reserve at least 1 slot for each house. A skirmish at dawn. Prologue, an inevitable encounter with bandits. Yep, it's that guy. And already player phase.
Let's take care of those.
Oh, and this music already. I had a feeling this would be an early map theme.
Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
We're gonna get tutorials. Yeah, we're gonna get tutorials. I'll probably skip over most of the tutorials unless they're for a completely new mechanic. But I'm gonna have to get used to the Switch controls. I've never actually played a Fire Emblem on the Switch before. Okay, so we can move the cursor around. Okay, so we don't get to see the grid unless we're moving the cursor over a character. Okay, then. So we can do this. The D-pad. Yeah, we can scroll with the D-pad too. Oh, there's a tower? Oh, okay. Oh, I was thinking that you could, like, put an archer on top of the tower and shoot things. That'd be cool. Also, units not to scale, obviously, because otherwise this thief would be, like, half the height. No, like, 2/3 the height of that tower. Okay, A button locks in ranges. X button gets rid of the terrain window. Or just gets rid of that little tutorial thing. Y currently doesn't do anything. B doesn't seem to do anything. R cycles between enemies. Or U if you're hovering over one of your guys. L snaps to the ally who hasn't received orders. Okay, ZR is lock in all ranges. Is there a... Okay, I don't think there's a map zoom button. At least not that I know of. But I can kind of alter the map angle using the right stick. Okay. Sorry, just familiarizing myself with the controls a bit. Okay, I can press X on an ally to see their stats. Okay, then. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to get used to all this, because this is a very different interface. So, ZL and ZR, Combat Arts, Tempest Lance. What does that do? Plus 8 Might, plus 10 Hit, Powerful Lance Attack. Okay. And it costs 5 Durability, no Battalion. And why is there none equipped there? Is that like a shield slot or something like that? And he has a vulnerary as well. Plus to view unit. Okay. Right. Can I press a button to make him do an animation? No, I can't. Okay. And we get to see their kingdom affiliation too. And he's just mercenaries. Yeah, sorry that I'm not quite getting to the action here. I'm just gonna look at everyone for a second. So Edelgard has pretty good strength, okay speed, 6 defense. Byleth has also 6 defense, decent luck. But a lot better dex than Edelgard. You have less strength than the others, but I think a little bit less speed, but a bit more defense. So you're kind of a little bit more of an all-rounder, which I kind of guessed. And I'm guessing Claude's probably more of a speedy glass cannon. Okay, Edelgard's charisma is pretty high, too. And then also Geralt, who... Oh no, he's an NPC. That doesn't bode well. And his stats... Okay, so he's got good strength, good... Wow, his speed is pretty low, but depends on how high the stats of enemies are here. Where does it actually list movement? I can't actually see movement here. Weight 7. Okay, then. Because I think it says, like, attack speed 3 for you. Attack speed 5. Wait, let me just... Yeah, that is attack speed. Protection. Resilience. Okay, so I'm guessing those are, like, your defense and resistance plus support or terrain bonuses. And, okay, we're at 4 or more to double rather than 5 or more, like Awakening. So I'm seriously gonna need to figure out how weight works in this game, because yeah, you've got an attack speed of 3, but your weapon has a weight of 7. Yeah, I'll probably work that out later, but anyway, okay, we can see you have 9 speed. Okay, then. And now, now logic would normally dictate that you use a lance user to attack a sword user, but there's no weapon triangle in this game, from what I can tell. I don't think I'll go for a combat art right now. Okay, battles happen pretty quickly. And it looks like we actually do get experience in the prologue. Oh, okay, so just like FE4, you can fight with a broken weapon, it will just horribly lower your stats. That's actually really cool, okay. Didn't think that mechanic from FE4 would be coming back. Okay, hit rate reduces as range increases. What range does Claude have for the... Oh, I can do talk, okay. I'm probably going to have to remember to show those. Okay, I have to use curved shot in order to attack from that range. Sorry, just getting my bearings here. Or I can just attack from that range as standard.
Stay focused.
Just like heroes, characters say things when they're selected, which is kind of cool.
As expected.
First bandit defeated. Oh, and we get support points even though those two weren't directly adjacent. Okay, yeah, phase switches, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guide. Is there anything here that tells you how weight works in this game? I guess I'll have to figure that out. Okay, we can go into those forests as well, so got to remember that. That's kind of like the name of Will's theme in the American version of...
I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that.
of Days of
I
Ruin.
didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Okay, that counts as support points too. Okay, good. Geralt's letting us
We'll advance
move.
while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take.
Yeah, terrain, you know, I was gonna actually go in terrain anyway, but... So, how do you zoom the camera all the way down to, like, the unit view? I guess I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, so we have... You all have pretty high hit rates, though. Dimitri's a little bit damaged, but... Okay, he can't even get into the forest anyway. Edelgard can get into forest, but then she'll get attacked by... So it says... I do like how it shows how many enemies can attack you from a given position. Because in most Fire Emblems, you kind of have to work that out for yourself.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Okay, good to know. That's still pretty standard Fire Emblem stuff. And if I go here... Okay, it says all three of them are kind of aggro onto Edelgard right now. And now I don't actually have any aggro lines displayed, so...
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Yeah, he's actually voiced by the same guy who voiced Bowie in Echoes, which is kind of interesting because Bowie doesn't really sound like that. Okay, 5 damage. Yeah, your hit rate's still pretty solid, and Edelgard's hit rate is not great. Kind of hope you do that, but you're not getting a support. 80 missed. Okay, then. Looks like this game likely does not have true hits, and that kind of annoys me.
Fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
They typically do not allow for follow-up attack. Okay, so it's like Echoes, so unless it specifically says so. No combat arts for reason or faith. Okay, so I guess you just get more spells. Right. Who wants to reap the experience here? Well, I suppose I can show off a combat art, even though I don't really need it. Like I said, totally unnecessary, but the tutorial told us to do that, so I'm gonna do it. And I talked over his victory line. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just have Claude snipe that guy. That went right in the crotch.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Don't you... Okay, luck 7. Okay, you have the highest luck of the 3 lords, at least. Gotta remember that Edelgard's taken a little bit of damage, and we also have Mr. Bandit boss over there, but let's not worry about him just yet. Okay, Byleth can swing around the side there if I do this. Can I attack on the same turn I talk? Let's find out!
Aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Yes, I can still attack. Good. I don't like my hit rate here. I really don't like my hit rate. At least these enemies are pathetically weak. It's nice to finally get to hear more of, like, this song, because in the early footage we heard of this song, it just had a very short loop.
Should I have held back?
Okay, so we can use items like vulneraries and things like that. Edelgard probably needs one of those.
Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Typical Fire Emblem bandits, always idiots, not realizing that villages are usually guarded. Okay, they're advancing. Okay, Geralt's coming in. Don't want him to take all the experience. Okay, green items are dropped. That makes sense. Let me just check what you have. Oh, an iron axe. Okay. Well, that's going to be kind of useless unless we're picking Edelgard's route right off the bat, since she's currently our only our only axe user. Okay, so you have 4 attack speed. How much attack speed does he have? 2. Okay, so anyone with 6 or more attack speed will double him, except, does anyone here have 6 or more? Because you have 5, and I think you have the highest of all of us. Yeah, I don't think anyone here can actually double the boss. Then again, I haven't actually been doubling any enemy on this map, so yeah. Okay, let's go lock in... Okay, that's lock in all ranges, and then I can lock in yours specifically. Okay, so these forests over here are only in range of his minions, not him himself. Can't quite go in that forest. But if I go to this forest, I think should be alright. I should probably be focusing a little bit on Byleth's experience right now, because he's the only one of these 3 that I'm guaranteed to have going forward. Does Edelgard have any vulneraries? Yes, she does. You go over there for some support, and you cannot shoot anyone yet.
Hey, you with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Is that a special quote, or is that just his generic line? First level up! Nice! Okay, not bad.
Let's all do our part.
Also, thing that I just realized, we didn't get to pick a Boon or Bane for Byleth, which means they probably have fixed growth rates. I should just mention, I don't consider growth rates a spoiler, but maybe wait until...
Ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Also, the boss theme is still playing. That's interesting. But yeah, what I was saying is maybe wait until I've leveled up the characters at least once or twice before telling me growth rates, because I kind of want to sort of infer them for myself. When you attack an enemy that is also in attack range of 1 or more of your other units, you'll trigger a link. Okay, so that's like Jewel Strike, kind of. Avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Okay, yeah. Build up supports. Yeah, okay, so basically, yeah. Who wants to get the boss kill here? Okay, Kostas has a bit lower health. Okay, Byleth's there. Dimitri can actually get next to the boss, and I could use a combat art to kill the boss right now. Is this a defeat boss map, or is this a... Can I check conditions now? Okay, it is defeat boss. Alright, so that means I should try and pick off a few of these weaklings before I finish him. I might want to try out Claude's, like, long-range shot if I can. But I think the only person he can hit from this range is the boss. Yep, only the boss. And I don't really... I don't know. Still not sure which house I'm going to be going with, so yeah. Not really sure who to kill the boss with at this point, but... This is kind of interesting. Like, is the boss theme still continuing, or... Okay, you have a combat art. Wrath Strike. Powerful sword attack, okay. And that will one-shot you, so might as well do it.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Which is why I'm not immediately taking out the boss, because I want the experience. Although I doubt... Yeah, I think the only way I can shoot that guy is if Claude goes there, and I don't want Claude to go there, so... Or do I? I don't think I'll be able to finish them all off. I mean, obviously, if Dimitri misses the boss, then that would be really bad. But let's try curved shot. I mean, if I don't get the kill on this guy, at least it's a tiny bit more experience. Would have been great if that was a crit, but oh well. Yeah, I think I may as well just try and finish the boss. And I can shuffle my combat arts by pressing this, okay? And I have a high hit rate that way.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
Okay, it was a special boss quote against Byleth, I think. Well, you know, about that. I love how the experience bar increased really quickly there. Oh.
Slow and steady.
That wasn't great. Oh, that's a nice take on the item get theme. Well, game over, Byleth's dead. Of course, we already saw this, you know, in the early trailers, so I knew this was coming. Also, why did Edelgard pull out a dagger?
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
You?
That's
Okay.
fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
You know, weirdly, that line reminded me of Hallucination Joker from... This is a weird game to be talking about in Fire Emblem, but from Batman, Arkham Knight, because he keeps saying that I'm only helping you because if you die, I die too, but... Anyway.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Let me guess, there's an End somewhere? Like a counterpart to you who's known as the End? So your name isn't Morgana.
Call my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I had a feeling that'd increase her support.
Understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl.
Well, I mean, he somehow psychically knew that he was on classic mode, so he didn't want her to die forever.
Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, yeah, he's just gonna bleed to death when time starts again. Oh no!
How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Byleth's like, oh no, I did not think this through. I didn't realize that having an axe stuck in your back is a bad thing. Yeah, no. Also, that's kind of funny. I wonder if she likes joking. I don't know. But I guess this is just a standard thing.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
Wibbly wobbly,
Yes,
timey-wimey.
I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time.
This time, axe back equals bad. Got it.
Now go. Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
And thus Byleth became the Doctor. So this time I have to not get an axe stuck in my back. Maybe push her out of the way. Or be a bit slower.
Hey, over here!
You know what I just realized? It's almost a little bit meta. It's kind of like Byleth has the power of resetting.
Hey, did you just...
Yes, I just died and now I'm back, thanks to the thanks to my imaginary dream girl.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
We only left one of them for you, so you're not going to get much experience, sorry.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Well, that's a weird way to end a chapter. Well, yeah, of course you were MVP, you killed the boss. I made sure he was MVP, because he's the only one of this crew that I'm kind of guaranteed to keep. So, yeah, that was interesting. I'm sorry that I spent too long poring over the stat screens, but, I really need to know how weight works in this game. I guess, okay, so yeah, I've said in my videos, don't spoil things for me unless I specifically request it. I think I'm okay with being told how weight works in this game. Just, because I record ahead, I may have already figured that out by the time I see your comments. But anyway, I think since we're on a save screen, now is as good a time as any to save, and I will see you next time for more The Adventures of... You know, in my headcanon, Byleth's a little bit of an idiot who's just like, oh, I'm gonna charge you to save this person. Ow, Axeinback. Yes, The Adventures of Axeinback. See you then.